Welcome to Unbroken with Yay. Pull up a seat and get ready for some real talk, raw healing, and a reminder that no matter what you've been through, you are still standing. You've got this.
Hello and welcome to Unbroken with Yay. I, of course, am Yay. And today we are talking about little lawyers. If your kids could argue with a brick wall, then this episode is for you. And it's how to deal with those kids that just do not take no for an answer, and how we can turn that defiance into a negotiation skill, because they're actually got a really impressive life skill, but it's just coming across like resistance. They're good kids. Let's just help re-guide them. If every time we say no to our kids and then follow it up with, well, it's because I said so, we're not making them feel heard and seen. And we're their safe space. So we really do want them to feel heard and seen, but we also want them to respond when the answer is no. And usually it is for a good reason. But we also don't want our kids to manage our house and just give in to everything that they want whenever they want it, because that would be chaos and it would be completely unruly. So there has to be structure and a level of discipline, which means they're going to hear the word no sometimes. So how do we use that to our advantage? Well, my 17 years working in advertising sales, I have a very strong sales and negotiation skill set. So I set about helping teach my children how to debate and negotiate, and to do that not just so they can articulate themselves and what it is that their desire is and why they want it, but also it's so important that they look from the other person's point of view and that they see the other side of the argument and the other side of the debate and create some respect there. So join me. I am going to show you the strategy that I use in my house. I've got a 3-reason strategy. It's a 3-reason rule, right? And that is, I do it for 2 reasons. One is obviously so they can articulate and depict what it is that they're after, whether or not it's reasonable. But when you're putting your case together and you hear it out loud, you sort of start to hear how unreasonable it may be, for example, to have 4 bags of gummy bears. Okay, so we don't really want to eat 4 bags of gummy bears. We know that that's actually really unhealthy as we're saying it out loud, pitching it to our mum. But aside from learning the art of negotiation, the other reason I created this was because I have neurodivergent kids, and they are neurodivergent in different ways. And one of them in particular cannot grasp a scenario unless there is a reasoning behind it. He needs to know the why. Why can't I do that? Why can't we go to the zoo today? Well, because it's raining, darling, and we're actually going to get wet, but we can go tomorrow if the weather's better. Oh, okay, I can take that no today. So he will be able to take that no of, no, we can't go to the zoo today, but he now knows 1, why, and 2, what the plan is in the next steps. So when you've got neurodivergent kids, you got to really tailor your parenting. And I really had to put a lot of effort into showcasing reasons of why we can or can't do things in this home. So part of that, I also flip back to them of, cool, if you want something and my answer is initially no, then you need to tell me why. So the 3-reason rule in our house is, okay, I will hear you out. You're going to be heard. You're going to be seen. But you need to give me 3 reasons why I should say yes. What are the benefits? What do you get out of it? Paint me a picture. And then you have to follow up after you've given me 1, 2, 3 reasons why I should be saying yes instead of no. Follow up with the final thing has to be, what's in it for me? So my child has to give me 3 reasons why I should say yes, and they have to then do a 4th thing, which is tell me what's in it for me. And they have to stand there and think about, well, what's the benefit to my mum? What's the benefit to this household? What's the benefit to us as a family if we all go to the zoo in the rain or whatever it is? And the what's in it for me part, that question, it's a game changer. It is an empathy shift for these kids because it's not their fault. They always think about themselves. They always think about what they want. They like immediate gratification. They're just these beautiful little people that sometimes are completely unaware of anyone else. But when you place them the question of, well, you tell me, what's in it for me if I say yes? If I say yes to your request, you need to tell me what's in it for me. And it forces them to think about a situation from somebody else's point of view. It is a wonderful gift. And my lot are really honing their skills on that. And they're doing it with each other. They're able to debate and take the heat out of the situation a lot of the time because they've got to stop and strategically think about their pitch, because that's what it is. It's no different to me acting like I'm in the set of Mad Men, which is what I did when I worked in advertising, and I'd go in a boardroom and I would pitch for millions of dollars based on a creative concept. This is exactly the same. My kids are being requested to pitch 1, 2, 3 ideas of why mummy should say yes instead of no, and then tell her what's in it for her. It works beautifully. Do not be confused. You do not have to then say yes. You don't have to say yes. This is your house. You're the CEO of your own home. You don't have to give in. We certainly don't want to be the parents that get walked all over, but also we do want to be fun. So you can still say no, but once again, I follow up with a no and a reason why. And when they get locked in that rhythm, so same thing, my neurodivergent child, he will get locked in a rhythm. But why, and doesn't listen anymore, just has stopped listening and is irrational. At that stage, I use this beautiful term that a friend of mine that is a teacher, she told me. She said, when you get in that situation where you're starting to get frustrated, and we don't want to get angry at our kids, we don't want to get frustrated, but I've repeated myself a million times and I've given you a reason why, and the answer is still no, I will say, I've already answered that. And then I leave it. So we're not going to have an argument. We can have a debate. We can have a discussion. You can pitch an idea. I can agree or I can disagree. But I'm not having arguments all day long, every day, over everything, because that's how it feels sometimes. So I'll say, okay, I've answered that question. I've actually answered that question 3 times. So I'm going to leave that now. We're not going to discuss that. We're going to take a break from discussing that, and we can pick it up later and we can delve into it. And my goodness, will he pick it up later? He does not forget. He's like an elephant. He remembers everything, and we sit down, usually at our one-on-one time, our mummy bedtime time, and that's when he'll go, but I really thought X, Y, and Z, and I'm able to counter that with a reasonable dialogue once all the emotion and the heat is taken out of it. This is a very short but sweet little episode. If you would like the worksheet, and it is all about that pitch of 3 things of why usually mum should say yes to something instead of no, and then also telling her what's in it for her. We've got the worksheet is on the website. Please follow, and share with another parent that you see having what is essentially like an argument with their kid like they're an adult, when really their kid is just a fantastic little miniature lawyer trying to take on the big guns and turn that no into a yes. Maybe a future salesperson, maybe they'll work for me. So please share, please comment, subscribe. And if anybody would like any one-on-one coaching, I also offer that. So you can DM me, or there's actually a form on the website, so you can jump on the website to do that. And I also do speaking engagements. So if you know of a group, a team, a group of colleagues that maybe just want a little bit of help of de-stressing in regards to life admin and mum stuff, woman stuff, ex-wife stuff, I'm available. So never forget that you are completely unbroken. You've got this. We're in the trenches together and we will get through it. All the best until next time.